overpowered anime protagonists reincarnated into another world and absolutely dominating from the very start. Yeah, we all love that. If you're tired of main characters struggling for years just to get stronger, this list is for you. Today, we're counting down the top 10 reincarnated anime with overpowered main characters, where cheat abilities and insane power levels are the norm. And if you enjoy broken MCs and Isekai power fantasies, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more anime countdowns. Now, let's jump right into it. Kicking things off at number 10, we have the Water Magician, proof that mastering one element is all you need when you're this broken. Ryo Shinonome dies in Japan and is reincarnated in a fantasy world where he can only use water magic. Sounds limiting? Not even close. Ryo's water magic mastery is so absurdly advanced that he creates high-pressure water blades that slice through steel, forms defensive barriers, and manipulates water in ways nobody has ever imagined. What makes him overpowered is combining his mind world knowledge with magical creativity. He approaches magic like a serious seed. White, a scientist, optimizing and experimenting beyond what this world's inhabitants ever considered. He quickly rises through adventurer ranks, taking on impossible quests while keeping a low profile. What makes this series appealing is the focus on creative problem-solving over brute force. If you enjoy protagonists who win through intelligence and mastery rather than collecting every power, the Water Magician delivers. Can one element really conquer a fantasy world? Stick around, we're just getting started. At number 9, we have the reincarnation of the strongest exorcist in another world, where a man too powerful for his own good gets a second chance. Haruyoshi Kuga was the strongest onmyoji in his world until he was betrayed and killed. Before dying, he uses reincarnation magic to be reborn as Saika Lamprogue in a fantasy world. Here's the broken part: Saika retains all his previous life's exorcist knowledge and techniques, giving him an entire arsenal of powers nobody in this world has seen. He summons Shikigami, uses talismans, and wields spiritual arts that completely bypass traditional magic defenses. On top of that, he also learns this world's magic system, making him a master of 2 different power systems. By Magic Academy age, Saika is already far beyond what anyone should be capable of. Watching him use exorcist techniques that blindside magic users is incredibly satisfying. If you love protagonists who literally brought their endgame build from a previous life, this is perfect. Can past life knowledge overcome every challenge? Let's keep climbing. Coming in at number 8, we have Wise Man's Grandchild, the classic story of a guy raised by legends who becomes so overpowered he breaks common sense daily. A Japanese salaryman is reborn as Shin Walford and adopted by Merlin, the legendary Wise Man. Raised by living legends, Shin learns magic and combat at the highest level, but nobody taught him the normal limits of magic. Result: Shin casually invents insanely powerful spells without realizing how broken they are, performing feats professional mages consider impossible. By academy age, he's casting destruction-level magic, creating original spells on the fly, and enchanting equipment to ridiculous levels. His power output accidentally creates shockwaves, and his control surpasses the world's top mages. What makes this enjoyable is Shin's genuine personality. He's not arrogant, just naturally gifted and hilariously oblivious to how abnormal his strength is. If you love broken protagonists who don't realize it, this is classic Isekai comfort food. But is raw talent enough? Let's find out. At number 7, we have In Another World with My Smartphone, answering the question, what if God felt so bad about killing you that he just gave you everything? Toei Mochizuki is accidentally killed by God's stray lightning. Feeling guilty, God offers reincarnation and grants Toya's wish to bring a smartphone. But God doesn't stop there. He massively boosts Toya's physical and magical abilities, gives him affinity for all magic types, and makes the smartphone work with unlimited battery and internet access. Result: Toya is absurdly overpowered from day one. He uses every type of magic, learns spells instantly, has enhanced physical abilities above trained warriors, and accesses modern knowledge whenever needed. He casually collects a harem, befriends royalty, and later gains control of massive mechanical gods. Combat is rarely a threat, just opportunities to show off new spells or creative smartphone applications. What makes this appealing is its lighthearted approach to being overpowered. Toya just enjoys life without stress. If you want relaxing power fantasy where the protagonist wins at everything, Smartphone delivers. But can a God-given blessing compete with something earned? Keep watching. At number 6, we have The Greatest Demon Lord is reborn as a typical nobody, about a protagonist so overpowered he got lonely and tried being normal. Except, he's still completely broken. Varvatos, the world's strongest demon lord, achieved ultimate power but feels isolated. So he reincarnates into the future as Ardmeteor, hoping to be a typical nobody and make real friends. Problem? What Varvatos considered average in his era is god tier in the current weakened age. Arden enters Magic Academy expecting normalcy, but immediately proves ridiculously overpowered. He effortlessly passes impossible entrance exams, casually casts lost ancient magic, and defeats terrifying threats without breaking a sweat. His holding back is still leagues beyond everyone else, and his thousands of years of experience means he's always 10 steps ahead. What makes this fun is Ard genuinely wanting to be normal but constantly failing because he's just that broken. If you enjoy protagonists trying to hide their strength but constantly failing, this delivers perfectly. But is a demon lord playing normal really the peak? Not quite yet. At number 5, we have the world's finest assassin, where a legendary killer brings his entire skill set to a fantasy world. The world's greatest assassin is betrayed and killed by his organization. A goddess offers reincarnation with one mission: assassinate the hero who will destroy the world. He's reborn as Lu Tuatha Day, eldest son of a noble assassin family. What makes Lu overpowered is combining past life expertise, modern knowledge, and magical talent. He retains all assassination techniques and tactical thinking, but now enhances them with magic. Luff masters his family's arts, learns powerful magic, creates specialized weapons using modern science, and builds a network of allies. He's not just strong, he's a genius tactician who plans everything perfectly and eliminates targets with flawless precision. What sets this apart is Lug's strength isn't raw power. It's intelligence, preparation, and execution. Every fight feels like watching a master at work. If you love strategic, overpowered protagonists who win through planning, this is top tier. Can an assassin's precision match our top 4's chaos? Let's find out. Coming in at number 4, we have Soul I'm a Spider, So What? A series that proves you don't need to be reborn as a hero or even a human to become insanely overpowered. After a mysterious explosion, a high school girl and her entire class are reincarnated into a fantasy world. While most of her classmates return as royalty, nobles, or gifted heroes, she draws the worst possible card, reborn as a tiny spider monster inside one of the deadliest dungeons imaginable. With nothing but a brutal, game-like system tracking her stats, survival becomes a daily nightmare. But Kumoko refuses to give up. Using sheer determination and sharp instincts, she hunts weaker monsters, grinds levels, and exploits the system to unlock powerful skills. Through non-stop life-or-death battles and risky evolution paths, she slowly climbs the food chain, gaining poison abilities, web mastery, magic resistance, and eventually power that rivals legendary being. What truly sets this anime apart is watching every bit of strength feel earned. Combined with intense action and Kumoko's hilarious inner monologue, this is peak underdog Isekai. But can a spider really beat our top 3? Let's find out. Now we're breaking into the top 3, and at number 3 we have The Strongest Sage with the Weakest Crest, an anime about a mage so broken that reincarnation is just another upgrade path. In his past life, Gaius was the strongest sage the world had ever known. But even at the peak of power, he discovered a fatal limitation: his magic crest wasn't ideal for close combat battle magic. Instead of accepting that ceiling, he makes an insane decision: reincarnate himself thousands of years into the future, aiming to be reborn with the so-called weakest crest, which is actually perfect for his preferred fighting style. He's reborn as Matthias Hildesheimer in an era where magic knowledge has drastically declined. The crest he gains is now mocked as useless, and advanced techniques from his era have been completely forgotten. But Matthias retains all his past life memories, centuries of magical research, and unmatched combat experience. What this world calls weak, he knows is the most efficient crest for true battle magic. At Magic Academy, Matthias completely overwhelms everyone using lost spells, forging impossible enchanted weapons, correcting flawed magic theory, and casually destroying demons with techniques no one understands. This series shines by showing knowledge as the ultimate power. Matthias isn't just overpowered, he's rewriting the rules of magic itself. And trust me, the top 2 only get crazier. At number 2, we have A Returner's Magic Should Be Special, a series where surviving the end of the world gives the ultimate second chance. Dazira Man was one of the last humans left after the Shadow Labyrinth nearly wiped out civilization. For years, he fought through a ruined world, watching friends and allies fall one by one. Just when everything seems lost, Dazira sent 13 years into the past, back to his academy days, before the disaster ever began. This time, he remembers everything: future events, deadly dungeon mechanics, hidden prodigies, and the exact mistakes that led to humanity's downfall. What makes the Seir truly overpowered is his strategy. He carefully gathers talented people who were ignored in the original timeline, trains them personally, and forges an elite team capable of stopping threats that once erased entire nations. His magic is refined by years of brutal survival, and his tactical mind is unmatched because he's already lived through the apocalypse. But this isn't power for show. Desire carries the weight of a destroyed world and fights to save everyone this time. That emotional drive makes this series unforgettable, and now only one remains at the top. Finally, at number 1, we have Seirei Gensouki, Spirit Chronicles, the ultimate reincarnation power fantasy that blends two lives into one unstoppable protagonist. After Haruto Amikawa dies in modern Japan, his memories merge with Ryo, a young boy growing up in the slums of a fantasy kingdom. In an instant, Ryo gains Haruto's education, maturity, and emotional awareness, stacked on top of his own harsh survival instincts. That alone gives him a massive edge, but his true potential goes even further. Ryo awakens a rare affinity for spirit arts, a powerful ability almost no one can use. He forms contracts with high-level spirits, masters traditional magic, sharpens elite swordsmanship, and fuses everything into a unique, deadly combat style. His body is enhanced far beyond normal limits. His magic is both precise and overwhelming, and his dual-life perspective makes him nearly impossible to outthink. Rising from the slums to the Royal Academy, Ryo saves princesses, navigates deadly politics, and confronts monsters, assassins, and corrupt nobles while uncovering the truth behind his past. What earns Seirei Gensouki the top spot is its balance of power, growth, and heart, making it the gold standard of modern Isekai. And there you have it, the top 10 reincarnated anime with overpowered main characters. From water mages to time travelers and spirit contractors, these protagonists prove being reincarnated with cheat abilities never gets old. Which overpowered reincarnated MC is your favorite? Are you Team Ryo, Team Seir, Team Matthias, or rooting for someone else? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this ranking, smash that like button, subscribe for more anime countdowns, and hit the bell so you never miss new content. Share this with your fellow Isekai fans. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay hyped, stay overpowered, and keep watching Isekai.